some beautiful numbers from the Paris fashion show, but how many people can actually afford to buy gear like that? Well, perhaps somebody who might be able to give us a few tips about fashion would be no better than our special guest now, top singer, actress and model, Leslie Ash. Here she is. Leslie, tell me, as a man who knows nothing, I mean, what about that gear from the Paris fashion show? Is that sort of stuff practical to wear?
It looks incredible. I mean, watching them all walk up and down the catwalk, it looks unbelievable. But to walk down the street in that sort of stuff...
It'd be murder.
Well, it would just...
murder.
You'd be
Listen,
loony.
how did you start as a model? How old were you?
When I first started, I did a commercial when I was about 4 for Fairy Liquid, which I'd
Oh, we won't mention the name of, no.
Oh. And for a well-known washing up thing.
Liquid.
And then, I mean, I went to a convent, then went to drama school and became a model after leaving drama school. Couldn't afford to be an actress.
Well, these are some of the famous pictures that everybody's seen in magazines of you. I mean, is there a technique to actually having your picture taken? You have to hold your mouth right and things.
Some people get really nervous as soon as a camera's stuck in front of their face, they freeze. But, I don't know, I mean, working with, like, teenage magazines was great. And you get to know everyone. You work with a photographer maybe 3 times a week, so you get to know them and you just enjoy it. And
from pictures like that, you went into moving pictures with Quadrophenia. What was it like working on Quadrophenia?
Quadrophenia was murder. I mean, there was about 500 people on it.
With the Sting? Who?
Sting, yeah. Phil Daniels, Toya.
Yeah.
And we worked on it for about 3 months. And all my scenes were running. Right. And I had these high-heeled shoes and a tiny, tiny pencil skirt. And my legs would only move like this. And Phil was running and running and running and dragging me behind me. I kept on falling over and things like that.
Hi. What's that? Yeah, great, isn't it? What's Pete then? No, I don't know. Don't really care. Don't really care. Dave! Come on, Dave! We're on the run! We're on the run! We are
After Quadrophenia, I went into television. I did Seconds Out with Robert Lindsay, played his girlfriend. But now I'm doing Pink Panther. I'm doing 6 hours a day rehearsing karate, learning how to stand and to punch and to kick, because it has to be totally right. Otherwise, you know, you get people writing up saying, ooh, she wasn't doing it right. And so I've got to learn it. Really.
All right, and you were in something called Cupid's Dart. Tell me about that.
Cupid's Dart was a play for Yorkshire TV with Robin Bailey and myself. It was a 50-minute play about 2 people. He played a professor of philosophy and I played a darts groupie. And it was basically a Pygmalion story. He used to come out with words like big words, and she used to just come out with 1 word, but had summed up the whole meaning of what he was trying to say. I bet you don't have conversations like this with your philosopher chap.
Not quite, no. Ah, splendid. We'll have 1 macro pâté and 1 pâté maison, and the young lady will have the steak d'Iane with...
sautéed potatoes, boiled potatoes, peas, cauliflower and green beans.
And I'll have the pheasant with game chips and courgette. And I'll have the wine list.
Very good, sir.
We'll see if it is.
Yes, sir.
You said very good. I said we'll see if the wine list is very good. Never mind.
I've never had pheasant.
It's very nice if it's well hardened.
What about you? Do you spend a lot of money, Leslie, on clothes?
The odd thing, yeah. The odd thing, I treat myself. But basically, I mean, the best thing is magazines. All kids should get magazines. And then you look at them and you think, God, that looks great. I'd look good in that. But then suddenly you look down and you see the price. And the best thing to do is to go around different shops and try and get, you know, the cheapest things, but put them together like you see in the magazine. And you can actually end up with quite a nice, cheap costume.
What about makeup as well? I mean, do you both spend a lot of time, you know, on your hair? And I know somebody flew all the way from Los Angeles to do your hair. Because nobody in this country could tackle it. What was that?
There was John Isaacs came over to do Joanna Lumley's hair and my hair. And he took 1 look at me and said, what can I do? I mean, it's just there. And they printed that in the paper. My hairdresser went berserk. Because believe it or not, this does take quite a lot. I have my roots tinted lighter. and then I have bleach combed through, so it's actually a long process.
I mean, to get your hair like that, I hardly dare ask, is that very expensive? I mean, do you have to go to, like, top hairdressers and...
Yeah, I've been going to the same hairdresser for 7 years, and he knows my hair, he knows me, and that your hair really does reflect your personality.
All right. Well, listen, right now, I know that you're going to let us have a look at some of your gear in the fashion demo. So right now, for the first time in this special, he said nearly knocking over the ornaments. Would you like to go get ready? Sure. Go get ready. We've got the Razzmatazz fashion demo starring Leslie Ash and Amanda Shemrett. Give them a cheer. Right.